and the plug. So you can just yeah, just take it there. So, do you need what is it? The thing that you guys warm up the patient with? The bear hug.
Yeah.
Are you gonna bring that?
Yeah.
And then are you gonna drip the patient or?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. I'm asking so if I don't have to put pants on.
Oh, I see. I'm just gonna kind of expose a little bit, that's fine.
Should have realized.
Yeah,
sorry.
I was looking for you, I couldn't find you.
Oh, yeah.
To let you know. Yep.
Oh. Like, where is the leg? It's about the street. Yeah.
And he's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
You don't need the pants, do you?
Now, if we break them now.
Do you need anything from here?
How are you doing with this thing, this job? Still doing it now? Yes, maybe. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a plan. I mean, now that she's busy, Christina, I know she's covering both motor.
She's just very busy.
Yeah, I saw her in Baltimore.
Oh, you did? I wonder if she's taking over Jen's job. Jen, maybe? She's gonna retire.
She's gonna retire.
Oh, you didn't leave the message yesterday from Brian? He made that announcement.
Oh, I was at the meeting.
Yeah, she's retiring in the year.
Yeah, but something happened.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so that's probably why
It's just a rumor, nobody
It's-
knows
it's-
so much.
it's a nice weekend. Wow. I don't know, Louis is also content with that.
Who is from Gaithersburg? Oh, really? That's such a nice guy.
Yeah, I would take
Louis.
Louis. Because he's a people person.
That's what I
You know,
hear.
he knows how to work with people.
Uh-huh.
And two, he gets things done. So it's both, like if you
That's
go
what
to
he has to
Gettysburg,
say.
yeah, if you go to Gettysburg, you go to Kensington,
Uh-huh.
culture is completely different.
Oh, really?
Like people that are working there, they're very receptive to leadership. But at the same time, I think they're happy. So
Yeah, that's what I hear.
yeah, so they're not, you know, it's not just top down. It's just, I think it's just the whole dynamic is different. So that's what I've been hearing. So
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too. And
I don't know about yeah, but I heard about Mara. I don't know if it's Mara and what's her name already.
Yeah, I don't know those people.
Yeah, I mean, Julius is a very cute person.
Yeah. So that report is true.
About him?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so. So do you guys do adult tonsillectomy here?
Yeah.
Some?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, I changed the P's to I only changed the H.
Yeah. That's
But if you have to say something else as a procedure, just say it.
okay.
It doesn't have to be that.
So for the package, should I use the same one you gave me for the Pete's? I put this up here, Michael, so it's kind of dry.
Sure, that would be good. So we can take this thing out. Please. Alright, so is it okay if I go out like this to the thing?
Yeah.
I can come back, right?
Yeah.
Is your computer locked? Maybe I need you. I need you to come with me because I don't know if your computer is locked or not.
Oh, okay.
Get the code card, use the document. Share.
It's gonna be the surgeon.
You're the
Oy,
surgeon.
Mina.
You found one? Oh, yes. But I think might be small.
Oh, are
I'll
you
just
the
put them in
doctor?
my
No,
purse.
or not?
I'm just here to be the same.
You're the here to You're an audience.
I'm not.
Hello.
Audience member.
Claire.
Yes.
Can you say something?
Yes.
Katrina.
Katrina.
Yeah?
Hello.
Hello?
Don't hang up, stay there for a second.
Oh, they want to hear us?
Yeah, I think.
Hi.
Oh, talk to Katrina. Okay, you don't want to talk.
They're like CIA right now.
Not
FBI.
Where's the camera?
Here. This
This
is
is
so cool, man.
See?
Yes. Yeah. We could do TikTok.
That's it.
It's so cool. Even on that camera.
I-record mga sister niya kung ano nangyayari dyan.
Sige.
Ano yung gusto natin?
Sige. Okay.
Hindi sa mama.
Solo ka.
Hindi pwede. Ano magandang style? Wala na akong alam. Hindi ko alam.
Okay, go.
Pero ang ganda talaga ng ano. Ang ganda talaga. Tignan mo dun sa ano.
Dito medyo zero.
Tignan mo, oh. Parang tayong nasa, ano, movie. Ang ganda.
But then they can still hear.
Ay, sorry.
Oh, they have armor in room 5 now.
Oh, yesterday I was like, oh,
We're the early birds all the time.
Ayun kasi parang traffic.
Ayun yung
crowd dun sa library.
Good morning.
Tsaka may stress ako pag dito.
Yeah! I don't know, I get that excited.
Aww.
Oh, yes, that's cute. Wala pa.
Gagawa ko.
On the way pa.
Wala na iniinom. Joke.
Bawal na uminom. Last na namin this weekend.
Wala pa. Wala pa.
Wala pa. Umiinom pa kami ate.
Ako lang mag-isa kami.
Very proud.
Kape! Tara na.
Even Blosser said that. Even Blosser said, there's really no explanation why you couldn't drink. But as a doctor, I would advise
Because of her time.
But they said on the first and last time you could drink.
Jimmy was drinking even
I was
her.
drinking. I was drinking coffee. I was drinking.
I'll be.
Oh, she was drinking wine.
Good
Good morning. So are you moving to the mornings?
She is.
Can I answer yes?
I'm still debating.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
90%.
8 hours or 10 hours, like debating. Which one to take?
Which one
That's
would you
true.
like?
That's true.
You could go home by before.
You will see all of
If you want to hit traffic, you can stand till 5:30. But if you want to
Can I do 7 to 3:30 and then get for 32 hours and then make 40?
We wish. We all wish that.
What negotiation is that?
You're.
It's been tough. Every day I talk to Chan. I'm like, crap. I'm sorry. But
You're
I'm
waiting
still
for that moment.
Okay, I'm still thinking.
And we can choose
Did it
to.
show up?
They have job numbers already.
Nothing was posted yesterday. I think it's internal first. Is it internal? I think this number yesterday.
Yeah, the job numbers.
That's what. Yeah, it's internal.
Are you looking?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I am coming to get you. Today's shift.
That's right.
We're gonna apply her now.
Right now.
You're already leaving me just off the thought that I'm feeling.
It's okay. I'll love you. And then we'll love you extra to use this for it.
Like when we eat dinner and watching this, you know, it's like, it's like, I think I was like all that time, you know?
For your mom, not for you.
Oh.
I hope that's there's no
She
way.
might like that better.
Remember Chaplain said she can go to work for you.
It's either someone drops her off and then someone.
Watching Joe.
Yeah, I think she just takes a part
And then I got Michelle watching.
like a flower.
I just need to finish this.
She tried
Good morning.
breakfast.
Do you have one? You like her? Oh, that's beautiful.
So it doesn't, it didn't go. Yeah, it came back.
Okay, all right, I'll look at it.
Okay.
So it was just a little bit.
Ready? So how do you for
I know.
Send the same house.
Oh, and then you tap it on first thing.
Magmumukha email. May retirement na
Before you start.
And you know, we have a form that because I'm so I can
my nerve activated.
You should type it on first. You want the longer?
I think I'm gonna go there. I go
I did
Maybe they say about the bubble again.
I was in Baltimore.
Katrina, did you send it to me?
Not yet, that's what it is. And it's like, she's saying.
She has a bill list too.
Oh, I, yeah, sure.
I'm hallway partner. That's
Authentic. I'm sociology,
We take care of all the men in 6 rooms and I take care of room 7.
Take care of the eye roll.
Good morning, guys. 7:06.
Let's see. I need John. John's not here. John? John is not here. Linda. Linda called out. All right, I have Claire as my scrub. I need a doctor and I need a circulator, please.
Dr. James?
Well, James does it all the time. Hey, Jessica, can you do my circulator? Eliza, can you circulator? Yay, Eliza. Alright, good morning. Today we're going to do MH to Coast Blue adult scenario. Our Michael's here with us. And read the scenario.
Yeah, before we read the scenario, good morning everyone. So the purpose of our critical event team training is to focus on the team dynamics, as you know. And there's a science behind that, there's an evidence-based logic behind that, and we call it team steps. and most of you attend the high reliability team training every now and then to just refresh that memory. And also, what we do is we kind of integrate that into our simulation. So if I can ask you questions, there are 4 main areas or domains to team dynamic. What are they?
Situational awareness.
Situational awareness, yes, that's one.
Leadership.
Leadership,
Communication.
communication,
Close.
yes, that closed loop is part of the communication. So leadership, communication, situational awareness, you're forgetting the biggest part of you.
Teamwork.
Teamwork, so mutual support, supporting one another. So these are really, when you talk about it, they sound very simple, but they're kind of complex when you're running a critical situation. So leadership is really making sure that you have a clear leader running the show, coordinating what needs to happen to the patient, managing the care, and giving people direction. Okay, so that will be your anesthesiologist and CRNA, right? Those will be your leadership. When we talk about mutual support, is really I have your back, you have my back. So if you're doing CPR and you needed a stool, your teammate would bring that stool for you. Then they'll switch to the CPR so they can support you. So mutual support can be really supporting one another. Situational awareness is really not being tunnel vision and being aware of what's going on around you. So if your physician is really working on a patient and then you see a change in the vital sign, we just want you to say, hey, something happened to the vital sign. Something changed to the rhythm. You don't have to know what that is. You don't have to know if you can read it. The point is, hey, I noticed something and someone needs to pay attention to that change. That would really give everyone to focus onto the new treatment process. And then communication, we talk about communication. Main areas we touch in communication are closed loop communication and what we call SBAR. So for closed loop communication, majority of you, especially if you're a nurse, you're pretty good with medication orders, right? Your physician asks, hey, can you give me a milligram of epi? And then you'll be like, okay, I'm giving a milligram of epi with a flush or whatever it is. But we're not really good at doing it for everything that we get as an order. So if you've been asked to go get an EKG, not an EKG, but for your setting maybe, go get the code card or go get the image card. So when you're given that task, make sure you say, I'm going to go get the code cards. So everybody knows that a single person is going to get it. And then when the code card or the image card or whatever piece of equipment that your leader needed gets into the room, make sure you say the card is in the room, the equipment is in the room for use. That would give them a closed loop communication of the order and that the equipment is available for you. So try to do that as you get the different orders today. The reason we say that is sometimes when you're given like 10 different orders, 10 people running around, it's going to be hard to close that communication loop. Make sense? So just be mindful, okay, so when I'm calling 911, I'm going to call 911, and then once I'm done with calling 911, I'm going to say 911 is en route, okay? All right, so I think I covered pretty much all of the 4 domains. So when we do simulation, no pretending, okay? As much as possible, try to do what you need to do. Medication, you can verbalize the medication orders, but for the most part, we want you to go through the motion of doing things, okay? So if you have to bring equipment, no pretending, you have to go get it. Part of it is, hey, it took me about a minute to go get the image card. And when I get to the image card area, there's a lot of things blocking it. So if you just pretend, you would never know, and you have to face that during a critical event. So we want you to practice that, and you have your leadership here. So if there's any operational gap that you see, we can talk about it at the end on our debrief. Make sense? So no pretending. As far as the mannequin has, it had a carotid pulse, it had a femoral pulse, chest rise and fall. You can listen to lung sound, heart sound, and we're giving you vital sign along with temperature. So pretty much we're giving you all the information you need to manage the patient, and then any information you would ask, we'll give it to you if it's part of the scenario. Any questions? Oh, before I finish. So if let's say Dr. Daku asks, hey, can you go get me the code card, and the patient goes downhill and you have to defibrillate the patient, this is your pad. Don't use the pad that sits on the code card. So this connection is exactly identical with your connection on the pad on the code card. So all you have to do is just connect it, take off the test load from the defibrillator, and connect it here, and then you should be able to connect and see the rhythm. Okay? And the pads are already on the mannequin, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, I think I finished my spiel.
Okay, so this is Tom Jones. He's 25 years old, healthy, 75 kilogram with no known drug allergies. He's here to have a tonsillectomy under general anesthesia. He has no significant prior surgical or medical history. Patient was pre-medicated with 4 milligrams of midazolam, PO. Vitals are 100/50, heart rate 110. Oxygen saturation is 100%. His temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. The patient is in the OR, and we will start with the timeout.
Okay, we're ready for timeout. Find Okay, so what's your name and your date of birth?
Michael Smith, 1980. 12, 1980. I missed that part.
Okay, medical record number 1234567. No known drug allergies. This is general endotracheal tube. ASA 1. Answer 2 grams.
2 grams is fine.
Okay, all right. My name's Jessica Sierra. I need to see if you see the check of
Dr. James, we're here for also TNA for Tom Jones, healthy guy, expecting no problems, duration about 45 minutes, HB updated, no need for sequential census commission. We're good.
We line the circulating nurse, HB is updated, fire extinguishers on the wall, high risk virus, consent's been signed and verified, confirmed and no need for STDs.
Right, my name is Sarah. I'm from Stroke. We confirmed drinking Eliza. I have aspirin medication, Fieldsy medication, and sharp.
Emergency? Good. Let's do it.
Okay, Tom, you're gonna go to sleep now, okay? This is some oxygen. Take some deep breaths. Yes, okay, he's asleep. Light intubating? Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, your breath out? You got it. Great. Okay. All right, great.
Running check.
Yeah. Hold on, okay.
let us know when we can handle that. Okay.
Alright, yes.
Just a little scoop. Is that good for you? Yeah. On the bed.
Back.
Oh, you got that. Starting. Start. No
Passing off the suction and breastfeeding.
It's good. That's the start. Good. All right.
Oh, it's right there.
Okay, well, one second. Our antennas climbing up, can we, okay, this might be a possible image, can we get the dog in pointing out the zero, and
We'll stop.
yeah, and turn all the way up. Get
Call
the
anesthesia.
Calling
Anesthesia.
777, anesthesia stat to room 1.
To what?
And return to room 2.
I'm gonna get image call.
Thank you.
Please, thank you.
So,
Thanks, Sarah.
and final high, blood pressure low, heart rate high.
She hasn't called me. Actually, I hear this.
Turn the gas off, y'all. 100%
Set
go
the
to.
oxygen flow off.
MH card is on the way.
Is someone getting the image card?
Yes.
Blood is brand new. My cough, John, get clear off the.
Yes.
Separating the whole thing, you get cold ice from the.
Image call.
And ice. I see Tasha in the whole thing, you get ice from the packet.
Tasha getting the ice.
Yes. Let me let the card is
And
here.
I have to charge. When you're ready, MH card.
Charging.
I'm staying clear of all
We need an extra.
Just call the leader for me so she can help with the medication. Thank you, leader. Yes. Thank you.
What's the number?
646.
So,
What is
Sorry.
Fresh part?
To help
I need more help, Rosella.
I can get the crash card. With no needs.
Thank you. Underarms, inside the groin. Under the neck.
Over.
Very
Very good.
Inside, in between the
Would
legs.
you like me to get the crash card?
It's
75 kilos.
That's good for now. Cold ice is on.
May I get your crash card?
Yes, please. You can just leave it outside.
Okay.
In the room right now.
Got it?
Okay.
I don't know where the bag is. I'm trying to get the ice.
Okay, we got ice on, head, ice is on.
Thanks, Sarah.
No, here's, we got the ice bags already.
The Foley.
So you just step in, you don't need to.
I need the.
The Foley.
Alright, so are we gathering the, we got to do this?
Yes, sir.
Did we give, how much did we give?
We
gave 3.75 ml, 187 milligrams, 0.9.
Okay, so we gave the bicarb.
Bicarb?
Did we start the cold fluid?
Yes.
Both iso and axillary and growth. Yeah.
Okay. Should we make a pouring or?
Alright,
Who's on the phone with the MH guy?
Darcy's got the MH on the line.
The crash cart is outside.
Fully
in.
What's the temperature now?
36.9.
100, so it goes 101.
So it's 102 now.
102, not 200, so doing well.
And time is coming down.
Should we send labs, what do you think?
I think we should select
We
what
should
say.
send some labs.
For the order lab.
Yeah. Eliza, began to give lab.
Should that,
Get lab.
ABG is in the car. So everything that you need to use in this situation should be found in this card. And now it's time to find out if we have everything or if we need to add anything else. Yeah? Okay.
Paper forward.
Only
723.
Okay, our heart
Alright,
rate is,
so what's the temperature?
our temperature is fine, but our heart rate's going up. Looks like it's,
So what do we have? We have
tracking high.
so
Pressure's still good. We had a little bit of, you have some meat.
definitely so let's see, the blood pressure is
Blood
low.
pressure's low.
And the heart rate that we have, the narrow complex temperature. Do we see any P's?
Yes.
Do we see P's? Do you think it's P's? It's stack P's. There are no P's.
Okay, so now
All
we're gonna
right.
get the code card.
Let's get the code card.
We have a pause. So this changed to a Y complex temperature, not to a pause. So let's do ACLS. So the
Can I give a standing?
okay. All right.
No, don't.
No.
Keep on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop, guys.
Someone is recording.
Recording. Then we have the pads on.
Pads are on. Julia, come here in room 1, and then when James gets started, please help.
Is the
First cycle.
Is the defibrillator on?
Defibrillator is on.
Okay, that's the one you ready to
Or
on.
James, I'm already if you need to change.
James, are you ready to on?
Big diamonds in that.
Okay, so that's right here. All right, let's analyze.
Finalize.
Clear?
Stand clear.
Charge, let's analyze. Right, so let's see what do we have. We have defib, right? So we need to defibrillate. Charge. Don't do 100, how much do you have?
100. Everyone clear?
Clear.
Okay, charging.
Clear, Joey.
Everyone clear?
Yeah, asynchronous, yes? Okay, back to just the questions. Let's get the medication. 1 milligram of epinephrine.
Do you want me or I don't?
Yeah, help me with the meds.
You don't have to open
Keep
the
on
net.
going. So why do you think this is happening?
Epi.
We have to say 790, All right, so we gave, before we gave 1 ample bicam, let's give another ample bicam for, he might be hyperkalemic, so we should give calcium. Let us know when 3 minutes from the last figure. Let's swap. Who's gonna review James?
Julia.
1 amp of bicarb given.
Okay, James, let's have Julia.
727.
And one more thing, when this is happening, he's not gonna be on the bed, he's on the back, yes?
Did anybody ever recheck breast sound
1,
again?
2, 3, 4. 9 years old. Oh, breast sound. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Did you guys see if the tube moves? Are you driving?
I am.
I love it here. So what do we has it been 3 minutes since the last friend?
7:27.
Any other ideas, right? So running through it, we're getting calcium with carbs, we get epinephrine, right? Almost time for the second dose of epinephrine with the fibrillator. Okay. Alright, so let's
Okay,
wait
let's
this
listen to
second.
Should be assessed,
breast sound.
recycle.
Alright, we still in visit, we need to stop again.
Charge everyone off clear. Charge at 200 clear.
Back to just Cooper.
Shock, yes.
What shop delivered? I didn't hear that. What shop
Stop the liver.
Alright, the second dose, is it time for epinephrine? Epinephrine about,
2 minutes.
2 minutes, maybe 40 seconds, your next epinephrine should be it. Alright, any other?
More questions?
Right, so let's
Yeah,
check,
yeah,
let's check for the forms.
We have sinus. Pressure,
Alright,
we
so
have
let's check the
pressure.
forms.
Yeah, 100% of 2. Okay.
Alright.
Got it.
Overall form. Alright, so let's see, the blood pressure, okay, heart rate, stabilized, couple forms. So I think it's time for us to call 911, get ready, so we can admit.
We called her at 911.
Alright, 911 is here, what's going on here?
So probably 35-year-old come for routine CNA, here after induction, we think he's doing some sort of, slightly hypothermia, we shut it down, and, my car, put him down, temperature, so, was almost normal, then he went into sick bed, we activated ACL protocol, he got 2 shots, he got 2 ounces of, 2 milligrams of epinephrine, 2 ounces of white calcium. And now we recovered, we're back to status.
Okay. Alright, we'll take him. Alright. Good job, alright. Alright, so now let's quickly debrief with the team that was on the bedside.
I wanna say something, right? When Maria came, good point, Maria. I forgot to assign the
roles.
Yeah. We'll start with that later. Let's talk about the good stuff.
Looking for the
machine doesn't give
we
you
took
the-
them out the
Go ahead to resume the compressions after issues, not talking.
So that's a good question. We'll get to it. So let's talk about what went well. So from people at the bedside, just tell me one thing that went well for you.
We communicated well and we got a call back.
Okay.
identification of the problem.
Early identification of the problem. Communication was, was good among the team. All right. What else, Dr. Daku?
I think everybody was.
Everybody was involved.
And we tried to brainstorm what we need to do next, like calling an NA hotline or whatever, we tried to brainstorm together.
Yes.
And staying calm.
Yeah, it was very calm. Yeah.
Very calm.
I know your equipment you need.
Yes.
So equipment, no issue of finding equipment. So that's a good sign, right? So you were able to get the equipment, and I heard a lot of, hey, can I bring the code card? And then Dr. Daku was like, yeah, you can bring it, but you can keep it outside. You need able to bring it in. So there's a lot of communication in a closed loop manner, so that was good. What else? Patient lived. All right, so let's go into opportunity because we're put against time. So what are the opportunities you want to improve upon? What are the things you want to work on?
I think there's a little bit of, confusion, people trying to put things in another place when we're dealing with MH. So everything you would need to use in an MH situation should be in this card, everything is for blood draw, medication should be here. And if anything is missing, when we have the solutions, it's the time to find out if you don't have it. So the first place we should do is the code card, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing was not that familiar with the equipment, there's a little bit of problem connecting, pads,
Yeah. But you guys were able to figure it out. Okay, we need to connect. I don't see anything. Let's connect, and then you guys connected. So
There should be a checklist too, in any part, right, that we can go down and make sure we did
So
everything.
you do have a whole bunch of printout here, and the first thing I would recommend is when it's malignant hypothermia activated, there's this checklist that you can use that you can walk through. Okay, start with the number, then how you call for help. It drives you down, and you can use it as a documentation sheet. If you don't go downhill to code, then you can use this as your documentation sheet.
So instead of documenting like a code kind of, the code sheets, you just use this.
You can do this, and then it will really give. You can talk to the physician, hey, these are the things we should be doing, and then it drives you home with everything you need. I didn't see the cold fluid.
Yeah, we put the whole fluid and we put it on when we told them.
Okay, all right.
When we put it on.
Okay,
Thing is
perfect.
the ice.
You brought the
I
ice.
brought, but I didn't know where to get the bags from, so I didn't have bags to put it in.
So back should be down here, but
Well, the park had ready, they know the person.
So
The park
the ice has to go to the patient, and the cool fluid handling and going into the patient inside and the fluid.
how fast do you want the bullet? There is a 3,000 cc fluid under the lavage.
One of the
You guys, I didn't hear that. So okay, so those are the two things I didn't hear. What else?
Another thing, I think whenever we have MH or the patient goes down, I think it should come automatically, like we're getting MH card, but we're getting cash card right away. No waiting on that. That should come probably from circulator, right? Whenever patient goes down, we always get a crash card. It was a little delay in communication. Do we need crash card? Do we don't need? We always do need crash card, right?
That's your physician told. So you
I
can.
think they roll it by the
door.
We don't need to do that, inside at that point, but it goes right outside.
It wouldn't hurt to bring
A
it.
lot of the stuff that you have in the crash card, so the only thing we don't have here are the vasopressors, right? And if we need it, we can bring it in, but look, you have everything, you have the bike card, you have, the natural is here, you have the natural.
Yeah.
You don't have everything.
I think Driver makes a good point, so, I think
So
Driver
the
makes a
other
good
thing
point.
is you don't have the energy outside.
So Driver made a good point, and I like what she said, but the problem was, is like, in that moment, you have people being like, should we get this, should we get that, should we get this? And, whether it's in the room or not in the room, I think Driver's good point is the fact that if we have this MH, there shouldn't be like, should we get this, should we get this? Let's just bring it in, bring it over. If it sit outside, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the room, but if it sit outside, so that way when you need it, you just have it.
The CPR was interrupted quite a few times when we are charging, which shouldn't be happening for ACLS. So you should be doing your CPR until you completely charge it, ready
And then you clear.
to
I want to stop when they analyze.
So what you have, you analyze, after you analyze has to charge, while it's charging, the CPR has to continue.
until you say I'm shocking, and then everybody out.
Well, in that moment, I was pushing, and so.
Yeah, but
I was ready to take any direction.
Yeah. So and to your question, because you have ACLS people here, you shouldn't go into AED. The only time it tells you shock advised or any communication you get from the defibrillator is when you're in AED mode. If it's not on AED mode, then the understanding is everybody in here, at least you have ACLS providers that can read the rhythm. They don't need direction from the defibrillator. Any question? How did you feel? Was it helpful? Oh yeah, you forgot one more thing. You forgot to use the cards. So make sure once you have your MH card, it will be much easier if you assign people. And there's a card to assign people right away. In that case, everybody know what they're doing. Less confusion when you have that in place. Alright, I don't have anything else to say. You guys did a good job. Thank you.
So, for the OR staff, as I have you, announcements, okay, more safety messages than anything. So it came, observations from yesterday, from infection control, okay, and it came to observe. So apparently we're not doing procedure timeout, not being done right before the incision is made. So we need to improve that, okay, please, procedure timeout has to be done before the incision is made. Another observation was done, stop wearing